Still talking about the global space, let's touch base with our London studios. Of course, the talk in the UK is about how the new Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, has been spending. At the last count, some estimates about $2 billion is spent since he took office just a number of days ago. But where is the money going? Simon Pusey, my colleague at our London studios, do you have any idea, Simon, good morning, where this $2 billion is going? Who's getting it? Is it the economy, or is it being spent on the political bandwagon being built to deliver October 31st Brexit?
Yeah, hi, Bosun. Morning. I think it's a little bit of both, really. Boris is ramping up the funding for a no-deal Brexit on the 31st of October, though he claims that reaching a deal with the EU is his preference. Skeptics would say he's always been in favour of a no-deal, but he would say that's not the case. A few days ago, the Chancellor, Sajid Javid, announced a new immediate cash boost of £1.1 billion, saying he would make a further £1 billion available if necessary. That would take the total allocation of spending this year alone to $6.3 billion. From that new cash injection of just over $1 billion, we are told that about $344 million will go to border operations. That involves another 500 officers added to the already 500 promised this year. The aim of that, to improve processing of passport applications at the border and increasing training for customs staff to help businesses and declarations, and improve readiness for transport disruption around ports. So that's all around kind of the ports and the border and getting people through and keeping business running. Another $434 million would go towards ensuring vital medicines and medical products are still available. That covers things like freight capacity, warehousing and stockpiling, while $108 million will be spent on helping businesses understand the challenges they would face. Around $138 million would be allocated to a new public awareness campaign involving advertising, consular help for Britons living abroad, and support for local areas, including Northern Ireland. Labour, the opposition party, have branded that spending or those plans as an appalling waste of taxpayers' cash, especially as the majority of MPs had made clear that their intention is to block an exit without a withdrawal agreement. But as I say, those are just plans at the moment. We don't know that there is going to be a no-deal Brexit. We're going to have to wait and see whether Parliament do indeed block those plans, or indeed if the European Union will open negotiations again with the UK.
Yeah, a very messy and high transactional spending, political and economic divorce there going on. A lot of work to do as the date gets closer, October the 31st. But let's check in with today. It's Monday. It's a public holiday in Nigeria. The markets are closed, but I'm sure London is always open for business on this Monday. Take us through the opening calls today for the equity and currency, the pound sterling.
Yeah, no bank holiday here, unfortunately for us. The FTSE 100 got off to a strong start, rising by 43 points. That's 0.61% at 7,297. Most analysts saying it follows Asia's main markets, which kicked off the week in confident fashion. The FTSE 250 is also doing well today. It opened up by just over 0.5% at 19,204. But yet more bad news for the pound. It reached a post-referendum low against the euro in Asian trading this morning, following a think tank report. That said, MPs seeking to stop a no-deal Brexit have few options to do so. Sterling hit 1.07 euros at 12:45 a.m. this morning, undercutting its recent low point reached in August 2017 to hit a 10-year low. That's the weakest the pound has been against the common currency since its historic lows during the financial crisis. However, since that early and dramatic low point, the pound has risen sharply against the euro since London trading began. It's now up 0.3% on the day, about halfway back to where it stood at the start of last week. The long-term trend, however, is still one of pretty sharp decline, and really in this day and age of who knows what's going on around Brexit, the one certainty seems to be that the pound is going to constantly be declining. So that looks like it's going to be the trend over the next few weeks and months.
Okay, thank you so much for the day. Let's get together tomorrow. Simon, my colleague at our London studio, Simon Pusey. Thank you so much. Tomorrow is Tuesday, the 13th of August, precisely 10 years ago, when the central bank governor, Lamido Sanusi, His Royal Highness, now the Emir of Kano, took down 5 of the biggest banks in Nigeria. We'll go down the memory lane. We have another special edition for you tomorrow. 10 years on, some of the problems in the banking sector are yet to go away. And that was the beginning, the cutting razor for AMCON. We'll go down what happened 10 years ago and what were the consequences of those 5 commercial banks that were taken down in just one day. 13th of August, tomorrow Tuesday. Keep a date with us here on Channels Television 10 years on.